interesting one actually. It was one of the first jobs that I was actually offered a job without an audition, which is very nice. I'd done a number of projects for Warner Brothers, and in 2008, the year that the show started, I was in a talent holding situation with them. I had a talent holding deal, and they were basically sort of presenting projects that that I could be right for. And The Mentalist was one of them. And as an actor, all you can do really is respond to the material. You can never decide whether the show is going to be successful or whether it will fail. And there were a lot of key ingredients in the show. It was a great script for a great network. And then when Simon came on board, we had a legitimate TV star to make it happen. Because up to that point, I was the only person involved in the project. And it looked like, without The Mentalist couldn't really happen. So yeah, and then I had a conversation with Bruno, about how we wanted to make this character be. Because on the page, in the pilot, there wasn't an awful lot of him, sort of appearing. And I was just very, very keen to make him a bit unlike any other cops on TV. I didn't want him to be the flash cop who was sliding across the hood of cars, always getting the girl. I thought it would be much more interesting to play him as slightly bumbling, a little bit emotionally dyslexic, the guy who could get the girl but maybe doesn't. And I feel like that's a bit more true to life,
On y va? Nous recherchons un assassin diabolique, que je sache.
As you go into season 3, we get the threat of a real new love rival in the form of Eric Winter's character, FBI agent Craig O'Loughlin. And that's a very difficult dynamic for Rigsby to have to play, to be the supportive friend, to watch someone who he is secretly still in love with, falling in love with someone else. And I think we've all been in that situation where we've had to try and be fine about it, but that creates a real drama for him, yeah. Season 4, it's going to be a very interesting situation, because what I love about the end of season 3 for my character is that, after the meeting and the physical confrontation with my father, William Forsythe's character, it drives him to a place where he has this emotional confrontation with Van Carl and says, you know what, I'm not going to have this relationship on your terms anymore. I can't watch you marry another man. I'm in love with you, just know that. There's nothing to be done about this, but I have to look after myself. I have to look after my own. So that really kind of makes him, I think, very emancipated, very free as a character. And that's a very strengthening thing. I described it really as Rigsby's journey from being a boy into being a man. Grace has a lot on her plate now, going into season 4, she's just got a dead fiancé who was, the informant to a serial killer. I think the challenge for Rigsby now is to be able to be her friend and not sort of rush any emotional involvement. I think anything that happens beyond that will have to be a very slow and steady race. And Bruno and myself have talked about Rigsby maybe finding the kind of emotional freedom now to begin to date. Okay, here we go. Hey! Did I spell Mentalist right? Yes, I did. Good. That would have been embarrassing. Yeah.